I don't care who you are, whether you're a man or a woman. If you feel it necessary to resort to hate and oppression continuously, I will shut you down. I will shut you down so hard that you are going to actually, in fact, leave yourselves hating and oppressing your own selves as a form of punishment. And this is what happens when you go around believing that you're higher and almighty than everybody else, when in reality your life is nothing but fictional. It's built on lies and deception. And whatever you dish out, you shall reap back. Here's the thing. This is what people fail to realise. I could also be a troll. I just choose not to use my trolling abilities to spread hate and oppression like the vast majority of other people. I use my trolling abilities to tear down hateful and oppressive trolls that feel it necessary to bully God's creation. And I will virtually stop at nothing until I have made you look like a complete and utter laughingstock in front of all of your fake friends, your fake family members, and your fake girlfriends and boyfriends, thus actually in fact leaving your flying monkeys, your demons, constantly hating one another to the point where your friends are now attacking you because you attacked us chosen ones. And this is what happens. And I have tried warning people, only God knows however many times, that not one bad deed goes left unpunished, and that you too will actually reap everything that you sow. If you don't like the consequences to your actions, do something about it. Get off your ass. Stop hating and oppressing. Give your lives to Christ for a start. Better yet, spiritually pick up the cross. Die to your worldly programmed selves, for that matter. Deny yourselves so that Jesus Christ and God the Father can live within your hearts and your minds. Do you think this body of ours, what, you think that we own this body? Nah, fam. We don't own this body. This is just merely a temple, a vessel, a church. This body right here is merely a home. And one day this body is going to fail us and we are going to die. And if that's not enough of a seed of fear itself to get people thinking, then I highly suggest that you get off your high horses while you have the chance, and that you reflect on your lives, and you reflect long and hard. Because the way that you're going, if you are constantly living out of hate and oppression, you are going to spiritually die within hate and oppression. And behind all of the hate and oppression that you dished out, there's going to be demonic influence behind that. And you think your lives are bad now in some way or another? Boy, you really have no idea. You have no idea what's waiting for you if you wish to continue on these quite frankly, pathetic, underachieving, deadbeat games. If you want to continue trying to be someone, and if you want to continue to be someone that you're not, if you want to continue living out of hate and oppression, if you also want to continue living a lavish and sinful lifestyle, rejecting both God the Father and His Son Jesus Christ, then you will perish. You will perish along with spiritually die without a relationship with God the Father and His Son Jesus Christ. Now, I don't know about anybody watching this video, but that is enough to freak me out. That is enough to leave me trembling, knowing the fact that God the Father is actually real and His Son Jesus Christ is real, and that they have the power and authority to dictate my fate. Me personally, I've got nothing to worry about. I have my battles and my struggles like everybody else, but I genuinely have nothing to worry about. Because death doesn't fear, or should I say, I don't fear death. I'm at peace with it. As a matter of fact, I can't wait for that day to arrive. Because while my physical body is resting peacefully, my soul gets to live on, where there is no more pain, no more hate, no more oppression, no more lies, no more deceit, no more depression. But most of all, and most importantly, out of all of these things, no more demonic influence. My soul will currently be hospitalized within God's churches, within the New Jerusalem, run by real preachers, godly preachers. The point I'm trying to make is that there is a heaven and there is a hell, and people are going to learn this the hard way. Because from my current perspective, the way I see it, life is just one big lesson. And it's only going to hurt those that resort into hate and oppression all the more than it is us chosen ones. Because at the end of the day, we have peace, we have joy, happiness, freedom from all of the nonsense going on in this world. Why is that? Because we're not the ones creating the problems. We are not the ones creating the problems. So why should we make it our problem? And this is what people need to realise, especially the chosen ones that allow the voice of the world to convince their minds that they are everything that the world portrays them out to be. Because it's a load of nonsense. It's all lies and deceit. And you too can actually, in fact, silence the voices of your mind in order to pay attention to the voice that really matters the most, and that's the gentle, loving voice that always guides you. It always pushes you, it motivates you. And just when you are close to giving up, there's always something to reignite that spark. And this is what a lot of people don't have. And this is why we get a lot of haters and a lot of persecutors later on down the line. Because they can't handle the fact that their life is actually a delusion. It is built out of lies and deception. And therefore they have to take their hate and oppression, try to project it onto us chosen ones, due to the fact that they have hidden insecurities of their own that they're trying to hide by putting on this front. which I have no problem exposing, if it means that it puts a stop to their crappy games, agendas, motives, intentions, as you will. Because funny enough, I believe wholeheartedly that every single person on this planet was originally chosen. They were originally created within God's image, and we were given free will to live our lives that best serve God, His Son Jesus Christ, witnessed and approved by the Holy Spirit. Until the world got its claws into our jugulars, that is, and pumped our souls with all of this false hate and oppression, worldly fear, as you will, keeping us trapped and enslaved like satanic lab rats, which is what the government want, each and every one of us to go through, essentially. Which is why I'm here to break that spell. Despite my own battles and struggles that I'm currently healing from and allowing God the Father to work on. I can be a little rash sometimes, I'm not going to lie. I can be a little hard on myself, just like everybody else. But here's the thing. In the Bible, it mentions numerous of times that we are not to love ourselves, we are to deny ourselves, pick up the cross daily, die to our old ways, so that Jesus Christ can live within us. And I'm not ashamed, nor am I scared to actually go through what I'm going through. Because I have everything that I need in here and in here. In His divine timing. And I have got nothing to prove. What have I got to prove exactly? Take a look around you, people. What, do you think that those of you living within the hateful and oppressive manner are the only ones to live that same life? Nah. Your friends and everybody else that you hang around with are repeating the same old nonsense. What does that tell you then? That clearly your life is nothing but lies. It is nothing but deceit. But most of all, and most importantly, your lives are nothing but one big gigantic mask to hide the fact that really all you are behind all of this nonsense are just scared little girls and boys that fear the unknown. Whether you want to admit it or not, I can see through it all. I've been there. I know what it's like. But yet, continuing to hate and oppress is only going to make things worse for each and every one of you. So I say unto thee, deny yourselves, pick up your crosses, spiritually, or should I say, die to your old lives and spiritually live again. And what I mean by that, none of this new age nonsense of prosperity teaching and man-made religion and all this crap. I'm talking be born again of the Holy Spirit. Have Jesus Christ live within your hearts and your minds. Live again. Because whether you want to believe this or not, you can essentially have a life given unto you through God the Father himself and his Son Jesus Christ, however many faults that they see just and fair, to compensate for the life that you've had stolen from you by the devil. And that's how it goes.